Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're back to play the Settlers for Trojan Mission 11. We are almost there. The last two maps we've done blazingly fast, like close to an hour, in one case below an hour. So let's see how long we take to do this one. So looking at the briefing, I can already see that it's gonna take more because it says recruit 50 Level 3 soldiers from each branch of the armed services. That alone is gonna take a while. Build 10 war machines. Assemble all your units at the blue rendezvous point, where other people are already awaiting your arrival. Okay, so 50, that's already 150 soldiers on level 3 plus 10 war machines, so we're gonna have to build a pretty big economy. I don't think we can get that done in an hour, so this is a slightly longer mission. And if I look at it, conquer the snowy mountains quickly. Behind them, your reward will be landfill building. I mean, to be honest, that's a lot of land. So let's see how much of it we need. At least it looks like we're gonna have lots of resources. And yeah, okay, let's see. And I guess, would the dog trap be there? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Let us start. Turn on the timer. And what do we have over there? Wow, look at that. Okay, so everybody is waiting for us. So I assume, well, this is the end. So probably we have to go over here. That means that we're gonna need not only that huge army, but also some ships. I see at least we have a ton of stone. So let's go ahead and get started on the stone building first. And I will go ahead immediately and increase our land. And in the meantime, we're going to send out our geologists. We of course know that that there were mountains to the south, I guess. So let's go ahead and send out all our geologists to see what kind of materials we have. And I will also start to send probably some soldiers out to explore. As I recall, we're kind of at the tip, right? So we could explore, we can explore up and down, left and right. And just explore everywhere and see where we're gonna lay it out. Yeah, we're just gonna make sure that all our geologists are going to different locations. And I see that we already are starting to get some really nice gold, which is good because we need those level 3 soldiers. I'm seeing that the tip of this area is the stone. So that's really good. It looks like we have a ton of stone, and I'm trying to see where would be the best place to put things. So I'm thinking that of course we'll want our food production to end where the river is. Just before the river we'll have, you know, all our food production. So probably, and you know what, this river's on the left and the right. So we could do our food production really anywhere. If our silver is at the bottom, maybe it makes, actually I need to see where is our coal. That's what we need to see. Because so far we don't actually have any coal. So food will be on the left or right. So will, I guess, weapons production. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm guessing that since all the troops are to the north, well, not the north, I guess the west of us, we should probably try and build our shipyard on that side. So in that case, maybe let's try to get our wood production on the opposite side. So kind of the east side. And we actually don't have a ton of clear cutting to do, but we will try and clear cut as much as we can on both sides. And usually I tend not to build, usually I build maybe 2 or 3 stone cutters. We have a lot of stone this time. So, and I think usually I don't actually build enough. So I'm gonna try and remedy that situation, I think. Looking to see how many. Okay, we have 6 miners, so that should be enough. We'll just have to, of course, build our mines in an intelligent manner. And what's really interesting is that the coal is on the top. Oh, so is some iron. So I guess that's not too bad. The other thing I'm thinking, so maybe we'll do food production on the top and weapon production in the bottom. The other thing we could do is do food production all in the really big area. And then we could do the smiths in the area between the mountains. I wonder if it'll be enough space. But certainly we could leverage maybe at least some smelting works. And so I was saying that we have enough miners, so that means that we could actually go pretty ham on the stone cutters. So let's go ahead and do 3 stone cutters right away. And we'll definitely want to set up some wood cutters right away as well. Let's really try and take care of setting up our economy as best we can. To be honest, together with the space between the mountains, I think we actually have enough space to build on the top half of this peninsula. I don't think we'll need to move down. And it looks like we have all the different types of mines. I am pleased to see coal in the bottom as well. So I don't think it matters whether we do bakeries on the top or the bottom. To be honest, the land up here doesn't look very suitable for building ships. So I hope that there's a place where we can build ships and we don't have to like see up at the top. I could actually see us building ships up here because this is really flatlined. So I guess we'll have to see if it's possible. For sure I can see along the right side, the east side, that we have space for probably 4, maybe 5 woodcutters. And we have 8 axes, which is actually a ton. I'd love to start clear cutting in between the mountains. Just cause... I don't know. I feel like we need that land. Taking that land probably makes a lot of sense. I'm surprised that actually we don't have a ton of wood cutting to do this time, which is quite nice. And you'll see that I'm trying to push my sawmills kind of quite far in, or not in, but to the north. And the reason is that I want all the food production to be kind of closely in one area. If they're quite close together, then we avoid having to deal with too many needing too many carriers because they're having to carry things back and forth. We don't want that. And I see that probably right about now we could really use some storage, particularly for those stones, because we're actually starting to get quite far up there. I don't even know where I would put another stone cutter. Like, I guess I could put one over here. I'll need to clear out the wood in the top left area first. I am trying to clear a space down in my main wood production area for a forester. I hope I haven't put them too far in. I do like to limit the area that the forester can forest, but it does make it so that sometimes it's tricky to find them enough places to forest. So maybe I kind of overdo it sometimes. I like to keep things nice and neat and clean. And one thing we do kind of have to wait for is the trees where I want to put the forester need to be all cleared out. I'm gonna try and push the towers further out as much as I can, so that we can start clear cutting even more. I actually didn't see the little tree behind the main tree that I was cutting. So like I said, I'm gonna try and do as best a job that I can. I know eventually I'm gonna need 3 sawmills, so we could go ahead and build them now, even though we're not quite ready for them, because for sure we're going to want to go pretty hard on this forest building, getting our building material economy going. And generally what I try to do is have 1 forester for every 2 woodcutters. Foresters are much more efficient than the woodcutter counterparts. Okay, now that we kind of are starting to build more and more things, I would love to get more carriers in, because this is actually going to be a reasonable size plot of land. And we're going to try and expand it a little bit more as well. I'm always monitoring to see how many axes we have left, because I do want to reserve 1 for our slaughterhouse. And I see that our woodcutter has cleared some space for us, so I'm gonna try and put in more stone cutters. Like I said, I think I usually don't have enough and then I end up having to wait, but that's definitely not an efficient way to build a good economy. The other thing I'm kind of looking for is animals. That way we can start off with a hunter's hut. It will also be nice to get some fish. I see some fish, so I'm gonna just build a fisherman's hut. Although it's not ideal for coal miners, we can certainly have that. And you'll see that every time I build a tower, I always send a soldier over. That way, as soon as the tower is ready, we can go ahead and occupy it. You'll also note that I'm big on clear cutting. I love getting those trees out of the way. As expected, I think we're running a little low on wood. Hopefully these foresters can keep up. And I'm going to check if we can build a shipyard. Not quite clear enough yet. That's kind of to be expected. To be honest, they started us off with a lot of geologists, and I'm not sure if that was really necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and start up our food economy. Haven't quite decided exactly what to do yet, but that's okay. Now, like I said, I would love to do the iron smelters in between. I think that saves a lot of space. Oh, I thought we could put them in the middle, but it looks like we can't. We need to cut a little wood. The foresters are not going quite fast enough for our wood cutters. We'll send them to clear cut some places, but since those places are kind of far, it's obviously not very efficient. So hopefully the foresters hurried up a little. They do need some time, but usually they're pretty fast. Wow, look at those stone cutters go. We have like the whole storage area almost filled already. Go, guys. We do have 3 sawmills. I'm just looking to see, okay, they did give us 3 saws, so that is perfect. Apparently they gave us 8 axes, so we could do 7 woodcutters, I guess. Alright, we have new settlers. Now that we have new settlers, I definitely want to increase the number of builders and diggers we have. I'm gonna increase it to multiples of 5. Just makes it easier to increase and decrease if I want to. Often, if the dog tribe attacks and we don't have enough soldiers to defend ourselves, I'll just have everybody with tools put them down, and they can take regular settlers. It's okay. We'll just build another large residence to recover. It's not a huge deal. To be honest, I mean, maybe we could even get more. 20 builders for a place this big? Is that ridiculous? Kinda hoping these foresters hurry up. I might just destroy this forester's hut. Because I think this one forester can actually take up the whole range. And after some thought, I do think that I will put the food stuff at the top. And I'll leave the tool smelting and the weaponsmith at the bottom. With the actual smelting in between. And I will build one hunter to provide some meat. A little bit, anyway. Until we can get our meat production going. And since we're doing quite well on stonecutters, I'm gonna free up some space to build a woodcutter's hut. And I'm actually, you see I'm setting the forester's range so that it doesn't interfere with where I actually want my next woodcutter's hut to be. Our woodcutter has done a great job of clearing this area, but I see that there's really nowhere that I can put my shipyard. Let's make sure that my grain mill didn't interfere with the placement. Yeah, there's really nowhere, hey? Hopefully I can put a smelters. Yes, I can! Looks like I may not be able to do all my smelters in the middle though. Just some of them, which is a bit unfortunate. I wonder if I should limit that to the gold then. I'm thinking we should do the gold in the middle. In that case, I mean, then this was probably the wrong positioning, but anyway. Can't be perfect, eh? Maybe I didn't even need the forester at the bottom. I feel like probably it was a little overkill. Because those foresters go like crazy. Wow, okay, we have no wood. That is a problem. Okay, I'm obviously gonna need a little bit more in terms of woodcutters. We do have the axe for one more woodcutter. To be honest, they're not really finding any minerals, so maybe we do need to go further to get enough minerals for our needs. I don't know. I don't know why they only ever give us one scythe. Except for that one level. Level 8 maybe? But for the most part, yeah, they never really never give us enough. Not sure why. Also, it's kind of annoying with all just the tools and everything in the way. So I guess I'm gonna bring some storage areas, one for tools, one for weapons. And that should help us organize a bit. And now that everybody is gone, okay, we only have 5 extra settlers, and then we can get rid of this what do you call it? Residence. I guess that's the one thing that we're a little short on land, so it's hard to figure out where to put your residences. I'm gonna be super careful about weaponsmith. We do not want it to auto-produce at this point. And I'm gonna direct our fish towards the coal mine for a little bit. Until we can build up our bread. We seriously can't build any ship here? Oh, that's so annoying. Really gonna have to build it at the top? That's gonna suck. That's kind of what I was afraid of, because I don't see any super flat land that we can use right now. Let's continue to expand, I guess. I think we could use some pioneers just to kind of even out the weird areas. I'm really hoping that somewhere here we can build a shipyard, because I really don't want to build it at the top. And with that, I'm gonna take a break. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like so that YouTube recommends it to others, and make sure to subscribe to catch the next one. Stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.